Good morning, this is Kelloland on the go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your day.
In northwest Iowa, a man is behind bars accused in a shooting in Montgomery. The Dickinson County Sheriff's Office says it happened just after 5 o'clock Sunday evening. Deputies and officers arriving on scene were able to give medical care to the victim. Caleb Crosby is in the Dickinson County Jail, charged with attempted murder and car theft. According to the jail website, his bond is set at $2 million.
An Augustana hockey player is behind bars accused of causing significant damage outside O'Gorman High School. 21-year-old Ethan Peralt was booked into the Minnehaha County Jail yesterday afternoon. Police say Monday night he drove through a fence, through the grass, and the artificial turf outside O'Gorman. When his Jeep got stuck, police say Peralt took off. Police arrested him for hit and run and reckless driving.
We received a statement from Augustana University that reads in part, Augustana University has been made aware of the charges against one of its student athletes. The university takes these allegations very seriously and does not condone this conduct. Police in Aberdeen are asking for your help in finding a pickup that took off from a highway patrol trooper over the weekend. Authorities say it happened Saturday night on 6th Avenue Southeast. A trooper tried to stop a silver or gray pickup, but it sped off. It went through residential yards as it traveled toward Melgard Road. Aberdeen police shared this video of the pickup. If you have any information about the pickup or its driver, you're asked to contact Brown County Dispatch. Now let's get a check of our weather with meteorologist Scott Munt. A chance of storms today, Scott?
We are watching that this afternoon, heading into the early part of the evening. We are watching for the shower and thunderstorm activity. I would say it could even develop anytime after midday, anytime after the noon hour. We will start to see some development of showers and thunderstorms in eastern and southeastern Kettleland. In the meantime, we'll go for a high temperature of 67 in Sioux Falls and in Mitchell, 66 today in Aberdeen. Now, a little cooler in the western South Dakota. Clouds will linger longer. Rapid City, they've already had some showers this morning, and that can continue into the afternoon. Rapid City's high at 53. Brian will have more details on the forecast coming up.
Thank you, Scott. The new playground in front of the Sioux Falls Sanford Children's Hospital is now open for patients. The Billion Pavilion features playground equipment and covered shelters for the kids. The Sanford Health Foundation says this project was made possible by community donations.
Really thankful for our donors to step forward, to see the need for our community. Just very thankful for them. We live in a very generous community, and it's just inspiring to see people come forward for the needs of the children of Sioux Falls. So we're very thankful.
The construction finished months ahead of schedule, with the original estimate putting the completion in October of this year.
A local nonprofit is working with the Sioux Falls School District to provide after-school programming to students. The organization is also adding to the George McGovern Middle School. The $6.5 million addition will have a lab, gym, culinary space, and social places for students. The CEO of Boys and Girls Clubs of the Sioux Empire says this is the first club to be attached to a school.
To be able to serve those kids at their school, it makes a tremendous impact. Transportation sometimes can be a barrier. There's not a lot of services out here by this particular location that the kids can easily get to. So having the club right attached to their school is going to be tremendous for them and provide them so many opportunities.
The center is expected to be open to students by fall 2025.
Huset's Speedway will kick off the racing season Sunday with its traditional Mother's Day opener. Millions of dollars will be up for grabs this year, highlighted by the Huset's High Bank Nationals in June, where the winner of the A-Main will earn $250,000. There are 22 nights of racing on this year's schedule, but General Manager Doug Johnson says at least one thing will catch your eye come Sunday.
New scoreboard, we're excited about that. I think fans are going to see a drastic difference in the quality of our scoreboard that we've had in the past versus what we're going to have now. So that's getting put up right now as we speak.
The new season starts Sunday. Gates open at 5 p.m. with racing starting at 7:30. The first 200 moms through the main gate will receive a free carnation and have a chance to win $100. That's a look at some of our top stories.
Now let's get one last look at your weather with meteorologist Brian Karstens. Brian?
All right, we're watching the skies this afternoon. I know it's starting off calm and clear, and you're thinking, well, where are all these storms coming from? Well, a lot of it's going to just develop overhead because we still have an upper level low circulating into the region, and the instability with the May sunshine is going to kick this off. Now, we are looking at just the marginal categories, so we want to be clear about that. This is not a major severe weather outbreak today. What this is it's going to be basically a collection of instability showers and thunderstorms. And because of the cold air aloft in the atmosphere, the power of that May sunshine kind of destabilizes and the air begins to boil a little bit. And basically the end result is you get these thunderstorms that'll feed off of that instability. Now, if we want to dial in a little closer to where these things are happening, 2 o'clock this afternoon. I think this is really interesting because Sioux Falls, we're projecting upper 60s. I'm not going to rule out that we even hit 70 early this afternoon. And so right through Minnehaha County and over here, if you draw that line over toward Pipestone and Slayton, there's some decent instability in there. It's definitely enough that once we start to kick off these thunderstorms, we'll watch this, and because of where the low pressure is centered, it's going to take this and it's going to really bend it back toward the Brookings area. Maybe Watertown, we catch some of this rain too, but I would kind of pick on Brookings, Ivanhoe, Lake Madison, Flandreau. That seems to be a hot spot, even kind of rotating around here west of Sioux Falls. Easily could feed off of some of that energy in the atmosphere. A lot of that gets used up here as we get into the early evening, and then the whole thing quiets down during the overnight. It's all driven by the power of the sun. That's where we're going to get our energy from. Now, if you want to also talk about a funnel cloud risk, and that's got to be discussed today because there's some spin in the atmosphere, we are looking at that into northwest Iowa, southwest Minnesota. Now, of course, you got to get a thunderstorm to go to kick off that risk. And I think that general area tends to push north and then eventually northwest. So these are some little different items. I just want to point these specifics out today. Now, you see that around Brookings? Yep. It's seeming to me that the data is pointing that direction here this afternoon for some of those local spin-ups. Again, I'm not going to alarm you about that. I just kind of want to tell you about it, that those are things that the parameters are such today that those are things that we need to acknowledge. So stay up on the weather. Stay tuned to KELOLAND Television and, of course, our online features as well, and we'll keep you updated on that. Okay, here's a look now at our regular Futurecast update, and where we go from here basically is these showers in western South Dakota. Well, just plain rain today. Rapid City, not very warm. We're going to stay in the 50s for highs. Folks in Pierre, you could catch a little of this rain too. Not going to rule that out for Aberdeen. Certainly the radar picture in Aberdeen and Watertown shows some showers and thunderstorms scattered your direction too at 4 o'clock. And then there's Sioux Falls, kind of in the middle of those, again, kind of hovering around that center of low pressure. Tomorrow, we get another chance of a couple of these cells on radar. I know we'll stay in the 60s today for many of us East River, and that's likewise tomorrow's forecast in Sioux Falls, between 65 and 70. But then we start to get some momentum into the weekend. By Mother's Day, we're in the mid-70s. There is a verbal mention of a shower chance Sunday night. I'll keep watching that in the 7-day forecast. Tuesday of next week looks like a little better chance of rain across the region, but at least we're spacing the rain chances out. The farmers appreciate that, trying to get some planting and some field work done. I do expect for Pierre and Rapid City, warm up is ahead, mid to upper 70s for the weekend. And beyond that too in Rapid City, finally turning around with those 70s. Very welcome by Saturday and Sunday. Check out the details, the rest of your weather online at KELOLAND.com.